Hey everyone, this is Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 easy designs you can use for RedBubble. Let's go. Thanks everyone for joining me on this video. Today we're going to talk about some easy designs for stickers on RedBubble. Of course, you can use these designs for t-shirts and stuff, but they're so easy, I think they would do well on stickers, and that's why I say easy designs for stickers on RedBubble, since Merch by Amazon doesn't have stickers. You could do these for stickers as well on TeePublic or any place else that they do stickers. So you're going to want to stay till the end of this one just so you can see all the design styles. Also, I will let you know at the end of this video who won the giveaway. I'm gonna pick a winner there, as well as another edition of trend credits. So lots of things at the end. You're gonna want to stay to the very end of this video. Before we start though, for those of you new to the channel, my name is Juna. I'm a graphic designer, t-shirt designer. My channel is all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, make sure to subscribe to my channel, as well as click that notification button so that you'll be notified when my videos are. So let's get into this. Easy designs for stickers on RedBubble. I think the best way to show you this is to show you how I did it. And for that, I'm gonna go to Affinity Designer and we'll go through all the steps it takes. Some of them are so easy. They're mainly text, and others have very little graphics. So let's get into Affinity Designer now. All right, so here we are in Affinity Designer. This is my first one. We're gonna do 7 of these. Here's a trend that I showed recently: shut down the virus, not the country. All I did was type in this left aligned, you see right here, and just find a font that's really bold. So that's what the bold part is, and line it left and kind of have different lines here. So this is very nice for stickers, especially this works really well for trends or phrases that are longer. So you don't want something really short here. So find a font that's thick. This font I'm using here is ARIAL Black. Helvetica Black would work well. I used, and this one, I think this one is Futura Bold. So you can see here, this one's Proxima Nova Bold. So basically a sans serif font. There's no serifs here. Bold font, like extra bold or black. And then you just align it left. So all you have to do is make sure it's here. This is the align tool in Affinity Designer, left align. Depending on your application, just look for this left align. And of course, find a font that's bold. That's it. And you may need to play with the leading. So this is the leading here. You can see here, you don't want it super close, but you also don't want it far like that. You just want it kind of close together. Play with color. I mean, black works, but you can see here I'm playing with color as well. So maybe use some vintage color in that. Okay, let's move on to something just a little more complex. And that is just using a different font and a different alignment. So this is called the cursive center aligned. This is number 2. All I did was find a cursive font. So this font is called LULLABIES. This font is called FIRDAUS. You can use whatever curved cursive font that you want, kind of a handwritten. And instead of doing it a left align, we're just going to do it center aligned here. And the reason I'm doing these as stickers is because on t-shirts, they're not as strong, but people love to put these simple things on stickers and put it on their water bottle or on their laptop. It's making a statement, right? So you'll probably get more sales on RedBubble if you do these text designs on stickers. So just keep that in mind. But this one's really easy. You can play with the color as well as this one. I didn't put it here, but black works really well. Just need to center align your text. Use a cursive font for this, okay? And again, this works well for longer phrases, okay? So you need about 3 lines for this to work. So of course you need at least 3 words. More words would be better. This one's 4. You don't want it too long. It needs to fit maybe 2 words each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words, probably the max you want on this one. So anywhere between 3 and 6 words, whereas this one could go a little longer. So, okay, that's number 2, cursive center aligned. Let's go move on to number 3. Number 3, I'm just mixing fonts, okay? So find a nice bold font, a thinner font, or you can mix it with a sans serif font and a curved font. Either way, I'm just doing here different fonts here. Let me zoom in. You can see here, this font here is NEXA Rust SLAB. You can see right here. And this font here is the FOREGEN rough one. FOREGEN, the FOREGEN rough one. Yeah, sometimes you can mix thick and thin. That's what I'm going for here, thick and thin. They both have that distressed style, so that kind of ties them in. But just alternate. This does 4 lines, so you need at least 4 words in your phrase. More can help, but you can see here this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just based it off of that. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So kind of a longer phrase for these. It works either way. Just kind of mix the fonts together, alternate them, and you'll have a nice design like this. Super simple, right? And I'm doing center aligned on this one. Again, just like the last one, center aligned, alternating fonts. Very easy. That's tip number 3, or style number 3, is mixed fonts. Alternate your fonts, either bold and not bold, or sans serif and cursive. So just alternate the styles. Really easy. And of course you can play with the colors on this one. I did them in black and white just to show you the style instead of the colors, but feel free to add colors to this one as well. All right, that's number 3. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is a simple rectangle. This can make a big difference when you're designing things. Instead of just having text, put a rectangle around it, or put your text in a rectangle. Either way it would work. All I'm doing is using the rectangle tool in here. So you can see here, I'll grab this rectangle tool right here and then just draw a rectangle. So by default it has a fill, but you can switch the fill to an outline, and you can switch the outline to a color. So, whoops, outline, color, you get the idea. So just having that different can make you stand out from the other people that are doing these text changes. Make sure when you're looking at the competition that somebody else isn't already doing this, because then that would look like you're copying them. But if there isn't these styles in the phrase or topic that you're going for, do these, you know, that way it will stand out from just having text, plain text. So this is another way to stand out. Add that. And then all I did was, this is veneer clean. I kind of played with the kerning on this, so you can see that the kerning's a little wider. And what I mean by kerning is this. Let me copy this here. If you copy that and hit Option and arrow out, you can see that that makes the kerning bigger. If you do arrow in, that makes the kerning smaller. So just to give it that extra look, I made the kerning just a little bit bigger, and you can do that with Option and arrow out. Or if you go to the text tab or the character tab here, the kerning would be the one that is right here. You can see that's 130%. By default, of course, it's 0, right? But you can, if you don't do the Option arrow out, you can just select it all and pick some of these, arrow out, arrow in. So just play with that. That will give your, it's a real simple trick to do, but that will make yours stand out from those that are just text. So again, you can fill it. You can see here, this one is white text on this kind of like a pink color, but you can see what I'm doing here. So very easy. I call this style the rectangle, either the rectangle around the words or your words inside of a colored rectangle. And you can see this would do great for stickers. People would love putting whatever phrase they want in here. Of course, look for a phrase that's short. So this works really well for 1 or 2 words. You wouldn't want to use this style for something like this that has lots of words. So this is a great style to use for 1, 2, maybe 3 words. So just keep that in mind too. Otherwise, your sticker is going to be really long. Okay. Right. Number 5. I call this the talking bubble. So pretty much the same thing as this one. All I did is round the corners and add this little thing right here. I'll show you how to do it. So I start with a rectangle here. We're going to fill it with black. And the corner radius right here, you do rounded in Affinity Designer. And you can see by default it's 25, but you can make it come in a little bit depending on the size. So 18 here. And then you're going to want to just add this little notch or this little notch to make it look like a talking bubble. The easiest way is to do that. That's just a triangle. This one takes a little bit of skill, but not much. Let me show you what I mean. You just have the pen tool here, you start here, come out and just kind of curve it like that, and hold down Option, and then just pull it down like this. So it's just really three points. Hold down Option and click here. Make sure this is the same color, and you can see here, now that's your talking bubble. So just a little bit extra on a rounded rectangle, make that a talking bubble. And most talking bubbles are blue or green, so just make it blue. I'm selecting that color. It is cyan 73, magenta 44 right here. You can use whatever blue you want. And again, just type in, this is just using a plain text, Helvetica, right? So Helvetica in white, move this to the front. Move that to the front like that. And you can see this will work for a little longer, whatever you would find in texting. If you start to text, and you can get this idea when you start texting, it will start going to the next line when it gets too long, and you can do the same thing on yours. So that is that one. This one, I call it the talking bubble. So just to give yourself a little extra on stickers, this would work really well for phrases, especially trending phrases or things that you might say in a text. You could do like LOL or BRB or whatever things you would put in a text would work really well for this, because it's like you're texting or you're talking. So think of things for that. This is the talking bubble, number 5. Number 6, I call this include a simple graphic. So right now in this one, I'm using Hello Goodbye. You can use any font that you want, but basically add a little simple graphic as one of the letters. So in this case, don't eat grass, that don't symbol is now my O, right? So I'm doing that. In this love right here, I'm loving the planet, so that O becomes the planet. So think of different ways that you can switch out the letter and just use a simple graphic. Either you draw the graphic or find a graphic somewhere. I drew these, but you can use a graphic that's free somewhere and put that in place of the letter. Of course, it has to mean something with the thing. So in this case, don't eat grass, that means don't. This means love. Love what? Love the planet, love Earth. So that makes sense there. Don't just put in a random graphic. So the graphic needs to match what you're trying to convey. So that's all you need to do. Include a simple graphic to your text, and that will have it stand out, give you the edge over those that just do text. And this will make a really cool sticker when it's done too. So people love to show these kind of things on their water bottles or on their laptops when they put it on there. So that is number 6. The last one is a little harder, so I saved it for last. I'm calling this the drop down plus outline style. This works really well for 2-word phrases. So I'm taking the trend here, robot skater, that we saw in one of my other videos, and you can see how the layout here. And this one's just showing you how it can be done with other. So I use all lowercase or all uppercase. You can do a mix of both. I'm going to show you how to do it right here. So first, let's type in a word. I like to use a vintage looking font, and for this font, I'm using Cooper. So let me just type in good right here. I'm going to go here and type in Cooper. Cooper Black. And I'm going to make sure that it's all caps. All caps. So good right there. All right, so now we got the text good and times. Whoops, make sure it's all caps. Make sure both of these are aligned. They're centered, aligned, and also aligned together. Next thing I want to do is I'm just going to make it bigger for you guys to see. So the next thing I'm going to do is make it white. Easy enough. I'm going to outline it in black, just like that. And of course I want my stroke a little bigger so you can see it. I want my stroke outside of the text, so that's what this is, align stroke to outside. And that's a little big, so I'm going to size it down to right there. All right, so next thing I want to do is copy and paste. You can hold down Option and just drag. You can see that, copy. I'm going to make this fill of black, all right? And these two go behind the good here, so you can just hit behind and you can see how that's coming out. So that's my drop shadow and outline. And now I want to make this big outline behind it all. So I'm going to select all of them and copy that so you can see what's going on. All of these are going to have the same outline now. So I'm going to copy this color here with this outline and make it that. And I'm going to make the outline even bigger. So this stroke right here is the outline. I'm just going to bump it up right there. And now when I select all of these and put it behind this one, you can see here. And that is it. Just like that. So easy. And you can see this will make a really nice sticker for those that want it. It's a nice vintage look. You can change the colors, of course. But this is just a simple way to make a nice sticker. I'm calling this style the drop down and outline style. Great for stickers. Of course, look on your competition. If there's somebody else doing this exact style, you're going to want to change the color. You're going to want to change the font. Possibly may not do it on that at all, but this is a good one. So let me go back and see all the styles so you can see again. Bold left align style, cursive center align style, mixed font style, the rectangle with text style, the talking bubble style. This is include a simple graphic style, number 6, and the last one, drop down and outline. All very simple designs that you can do, really easy. Mostly text. You're not drawing something except for the part here where you may want to draw something, but again, you could use a graphic from a clip art or someplace. So that is it for this video. Hope this video was helpful for you. Make sure to use these if you are getting stuck and make a lot of stickers on RedBubble. This is a way to start off making real easy designs for stickers on RedBubble. Now I'm going to go to my YouTube comments and pick a winner for the giveaway that I did last. Okay everybody, this is the time I pick the winner for my last giveaway. I used the number generator here. There was about 293 comments. Thank you all for the comments in there. When I generated it, it said 98. So I went down through the comments and counted up until 98. And the one that won here is King Midas right here with the 5K. Thank you so much, King Midas. You won the latest giveaway. I will reach out to you. If you want to reach out to me, my information is in the About section of my channel. You can reach out to me there. I will try and reach out to you, let you know that you won, and figure out what you would like from my shop, up to $50, and I will send it over to you. Make sure to watch more videos of mine. I have a few more giveaways I want to do this year, so keep an eye out for more giveaways. Thanks so much for playing, and now it's time for the trend credits. Thanks so much for staying till the end for these trend credits. Here's your trend for this video. Am I perfect? So obviously not. Am I perfect? No. But am I trying to be a better person? Also no. So you can see here, this makes a funny present for Christmas. I think that's why it's trending. Look at these low BSRs there again. And checking the competition checker, Merch Informer, it's getting an A. You can see here, am I perfect? Getting a low score. So that is it for this video and for your trend. Thanks so much for staying to the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If this video is giving you value, don't forget to like it, and if you're not subscribed already to my channel, please hit that subscribe button as well. And thanks again so much for staying all the way to the end, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. Until the next one, see ya.